Oh, good evening, everyone. How are you today? And happy weekend. Yeah, we're entering the main story of an Okada man now. Today's story lie on how I started the Okada, and I want you to listen because this one is when my story started. That people can come an Okada man, I can call myself an Okada man. When I tell you Okada made me, so it's all about what I want to tell you today. Because there are some times after praying to God, you just have to be observer of your environment. There are a lot of things around you that God can use to change your life. So after my WAEC, I went back to the village. I was living in the village, Oluwatedo, Okeigbo, Ileoluji local government. You know, the people I stay with them, my uncle, they are not educated. They don't even know what it means, writing WAEC or not. They don't go to school. So the plan is that after that WAEC, they thought everything has finished. So they carry out to farm every morning. Sometimes we'll go very early in the morning, we'll come back home around 10 in the morning. That's when we'll eat breakfast. After eating breakfast, we'll go for another one. The second one, when we'll come back around 3 in the afternoon. At 5 o'clock in the evening, 5 o'clock, 5:30, what the uncle will say is that, we still have to go and do small thing. That time, they're just using us in the village. So one beautiful morning, I was in the farm. That spirit came to me again and asked me, is this how I want to end my life? Going to the farm every day? I tell the spirit no. So I was thinking of what to do. You understand? There are some times that your situation will need you to lie. You understand me? That kind of a lie, I don't see as a sin. When we returned from farm that day, I told them that, sir, I met one of my friends yesterday when I visited the nearest village. And what the guy told me is that our last paper for WAEC, that they cancelled the paper. That the thing now is for us to rewrite the exam. They say, so what can we do now? What am I going to do? I said, the thing that I need to do now is to go back to Ondo Town. So that I will start and how to prepare for rewriting the exam. They say, but they don't have money. How are they going to do it? I said, don't worry about money. All I need is transportation to go back to town. So the man gave me 115 naira. So I enter motorbike from Obunkeko. I travel down to Ondo Town. Getting to Ondo Town, I woke up the following morning. Nobody cancel our paper. I only lie for me to just go back to the city. So getting to the city the following day, I went to the man opposite our house. I said, sir, that your motorcycle, I can use it to do Okada. I can use it for Okada business. The man said, no, that he's using it on his own, but he doesn't have time. I said, you can give it to me. I'll be giving you money every day. The man said, but I never see you riding motorcycle before. What I told the man that day is that this your motorcycle has 2 tires. My bicycle has 2 tires. Tell me, what's difficult? I can control it. The man said, I never see you, but the confidence was there. I was trying to convince the man when he was afraid to give it to me. Later, the man later gave me the motorcycle. So that is how I entered the street. Entering the street with the motorcycle, I never do that before. I didn't understand the gear. So when I'm applying the gear on the climbing the hill, to get to a point, the motorcycle will off. And in Ondo Town, I used to tell people, if you live in Ondo Town and you are still mumu, that your mumu will never leave your body. Because Ondo Town is a wake-up town that anyhow, anybody can treat you anyhow. So you have to just be smart in anything you do. Someone will just come from nowhere, remove my key, and tell me that you small boy, who give you this kind of motorcycle to be using? So I will go back home and tell the man, somebody collect the motorcycle from me, I be the key from me. They say I'm this, I'm that. So I will carry the man to the point. So that thing happened to me like 1 or 2, 3 times. So you get to a point, the man say, no, you can't continue with this. He collect his key back. So I see what? I never relent. There is a man in our house. We live in Sabo that time. Modebiayo Street in Sabo. There's one Hausa guy, is my friend. We call his name Umar. Umar has a new motorcycle that he bought. So whenever he relaxing in the afternoon, I will go to him, Umar, this is your motorcycle. I can use it to work for like 1 hour or 2 hours. He will say, okay, I can go and do the work. He will give me the key. You know, when you are driving a new car and the former one was very old, this one is a new motorcycle. Before you know, those challenges begin coming in play that when I carry passenger now easily, I'm getting it. Because that period the man removed collect the motorcycle, I was calculating in my spirit what is giving me the difficulties whenever I carry passenger. So I convinced Imaru gave me the new one. That new one, I will go and work for 1 hour, 2 hours. I will come back. Before you know, the thing started I was getting it right. I was getting it right. Till somebody gave me new one. I was not paying the man 500 naira every day. That is how I enter Okada. Because I used to tell people, nobody in this planet Earth will born a child and say, oh, take this kid, go and be doing Okada. Because that Okada that you see is very risky. Your leg can go, anything about you can go at any time. So it's you that you are pursuing your future, that you know what you want. That you understand? So when I look at what is happening in the village, I say, no, I can't handle my life this way. I need to get ready for tomorrow challenge. So I started doing the Okada. Now, while doing the Okada, whenever I go to the village, there is a contribution they did in the village. That contribution is for the women in the village. My grandma is the one coordinating the entire contribution. So whenever I go, every Sunday, I usually go to the village. I worship in the village every Sunday. After church, I will go back to Ondo town. So whenever I go to the village on Sunday, I join the contribution that it was the mother, not for me, not for anybody. But I tell my grandma to put my name there. She put my name. So that's how I started contribution with them. On Sunday, I will do my own contribution. But my testimony is that when in Ondo town doing the Okada, the result of the WAEC finally come out, and I was able to make only one paper. My other paper was F9. It's only economics. I only passed economics. Even the part was C. I got C in my economics. So the plan now is to rewrite another WAEC, to register for another WAEC. So I tell my uncle and grandma that I need to rewrite my WAEC, and the WAEC is about to close. So what they told me that there is no money. Thank God for the Okada. That when I say Okada made me, someone like Okada made me. So I'll run to the village. I told the secretary that this adjust that was done, this contribution, I need my money to register for my WAEC and NECO. What they told me is that there is no way, that because whenever they contributed the money, after contributing the money, they will call one small boy or one small girl. They will actually fold the number, they will put in a cap, call one small children to come and pick. They will tell the children, pick only one. They will pick one, they will open it. Anybody that the name appear, they will give the money to the person. That's how they are doing it that time. So I went to the secretary before they started contributing the money, before the actual time for contribution. So the woman said, what I will do now is that when they contributed the money, by the time they call somebody to pick, that should prostrate and beg all the mothers on ground and tell them that I'm contributing this money just because of my WAEC and NECO exam. So she told me all the things I need to do, but getting there when they were contributing the money, my spirit did not go with them. I could not bend down, I could not do anything. I just left them and I walk away. Luckily for me, after they finished contributing the money, they call one little boy to come and pick number. And the boy took hand inside that cap, removing one number out of all the number. My number was what the baby pick. They open it, they say it's Remy, everybody Remy. I say, see how God can do miracle. God is still do miracle. That is how I got my money. The following way, I registered for WAEC, I registered for NECO. That exam I registered for the exam I was now using till I'm talking to you today. So the story is very long, but today is just about always looking around yourself. Always checkmate yourself. Am I making progress? In this environment adding value to me? If it's not adding value, there's opportunity to do, opportunity to run. You have to run for your life. If I did not run that day, I might still remain in that village now. And they don't see as anything. So the story continues tomorrow. Thank you and God bless you.